Hi, and today we're going to be looking at the wormery in a bit more detail. I've been promising you a tour for a while since we bought the wormery and set it up, so here is the tour. This is the wormery. Little wooden legs that enable it to stand off the floor, and on the bottom, don't know if you can just see, there's a tap that enables you to drain out the liquid, and that's the worm wee effectively, which you can use as an organic liquid fertiliser. So you've got the lid here. This is tray 1, so I don't know if you can see here, that is one tray there, and then I've got a second tray just there, so that's tray 2, that's tray 1, and this is the base here. So I'll talk about them all in sequence. So you set up tray 1, and this has been going for some time now. So all of this you can see is the castings. That's effectively worm poo. This is just a Hessian, thin Hessian material lid that you can put on just to help the worms stay in the dark. And then if I peel it back, you can see there's lots of lovely worms there working on the bits. And I've got a mixture of food waste here, fruit and veg scraps, tea and coffee, and eggshells. That's really all you want to be putting in. And then there's some cardboard in there, so this is cardboard, shredded cardboard. And then we add it alternate sides, because then you can see how active the worms are. So if you put the new food in a corner, then you can see how much activity it attracts. So you can see those are some fairly fresh leaves there that we've put on the top. Now I'm just going to talk about these pellets. So I'm not a fan of buying lots of products. I'll always do things naturally as much as possible. But these pellets come from, you can buy them from many places, but we happen to buy them from Wiggly Wigglers. And they are anti-acid, because sometimes you can get a build-up of some mould if you're not absolutely on top of your wormery. And the other one is a worm treat, and it just gives them a bit of a boost. And so we're just doing that at the moment whilst the wormery gets set up. So this tray number 1 has been going now for about 6 weeks. And so it was you have to set it up with some bedding. We used a coconut coir brick. And then once they start to travel through the trays, then you can add more food, and I'll show you that now. This is tray 2. And it's just been set up, so it's completely fresh. I think I saw that one worm had travelled through to come and investigate. But basically when they start to go through, so there's holes on the base of the tray which they can travel through. When they start to travel down from tray 1, you know that they're looking for some more food. And really you want to get there before them ideally. But it's just an indication. So again, I've set this up with some food waste, some cardboard, some paper, and I've put some card on the bottom there. You can see the wormholes hopefully there. So that just allows them to travel through the trays. And then at the bottom, you've got this material thin tray, which is really just to stop the worms falling through. It does lift up, and you can see underneath there, that's where the tap is, and that's where you take out any liquid. I'm surprised that we haven't had more of a build-up of liquid, to be honest. But that's the way of it, and I guess that just takes time to build up. So you stack your trays, and so when all the worms have moved into this tray number 1, and tray number 2 is finished, tray number 1 is finished, apologies, then tray number 1 will just be compost, and so then that will just be emptied into a container and be used as a compost mix. It'll be extremely rich because it's basically just poo, so it'll be very nutrient rich, and it can be mixed in with a compost and used for potting, or used as part of a mulch to add nutrition to the soil. So there you have it. That's the wormery. Very basic, very easy to manage. They don't need feeding every day, and they can be left for a number of days without anything new added, and you just stack the trays as required. You can buy additional trays if you need them. This is all we'll probably need. We might need to use the 3rd tray as a rotation, but you shouldn't need more than 3 trays active at once. More next time.